how to learn how to sing without the need for expensive private lessons. So, if you guys want to sing out there like this, all of me loves all of you. There's quite a lot out there, in YouTube. I'm sure you're scrounging around, browsing all the different videos out there. But for you to get a clear understanding of going on this musical journey and being able to teach yourself, you really need to focus on 3 foundations. These 3 foundations are the only 3 reasons why anyone ever struggles with their singing. And also, too, these 3 foundations are the only reason why great singers are great singers. So the first is, what you need to focus on is what is known as the actuation of the sound. It has to do with where the sound starts. And that's breath support. That's breathing. So there's lots of YouTube videos out there, showing you how to do proper breath support. And what you need to do is focus on starting out breathing from the diaphragm, or, the lungs down here in your belly. And when you take in a deep breath, that is what allows your sound to have power. This is where all the force and energy comes from in singing. The third foundation is what's known as vibration. So the way the vocal cords and the voice works essentially is when you take in air from your lungs, the actuation, that comes up your body and starts to vibrate your vocal folds, your vocal cords, or, for men it's the Adam's apple. It's basically 2 little bits of muscle tissue about as thin as your fingernails. They're vibrating really, really quickly at high frequencies and at various different pitches. And so that air is blowing through those cords, and that's what it produces the sound. And then the third foundation that you need to remember and always focus on in your training is the resonation. That has to do with the lips, the teeth, the tongue, the throat. This is where the sound that you have actuated from the lungs and vibrated in the vocal cords, you are now shaping through actuation of your lips, your teeth, and your tongue. That's where you get different musical styles, such as pop singing, rock singing. It's also, too, where accents come from. And that's how you can shape and give different style and have that creative flow and that creative energy in whatever it is that you're trying to produce. And so if ever you're not sounding good on a song, it's one of these 3 things is off. Usually if you feel that when you hear yourself like on a recording, if it sounds really weak and like that there's not much power, it most likely is because your breath support's off. But, if it feels like, you're singing with a decent, moderate amount of power, but you feel like you're just straining to hit the notes, that's usually because your vibration is not acting properly. The vocal cords are not moving in the right direction inside of you to sing with freedom. And, if you're having an issue to where if you're trying to sing and it just does not sound beautiful at the sound color that you're developing, or, it's a little bit hard to notice the diction of the sound, or someone's not singing it with the right stylistic phrasing that song needs to be approached with, it's most likely because of the resonation that you're having. So like I said, pay attention to one of those 3 things in your singing, and that's really going to help you a lot as you're scrounging through all these different YouTube videos. You need to remember to build that foundation, first with the actuation, second with the vibration, and third with the resonation.